for watching my videos. Welcome back. This is the third video in a software testing tutorial, and thank you for watching, joining my videos, and continuously watching. And these videos are for who wanted to develop their career in software testing. And I found Java Point as the base for creating the content and explaining. And you can also come back to javapoint.com and explain. Go to get that concept. So it has explained very well. Okay, so you can use that as a base for your software tutorial or testing tutorial for your understanding. So okay, this is the third tutorial, right? So initially in the tutorial first two videos I actually created regarding the introduction and testing principles, and then second video software development life cycle as well as a testing development life cycle, software testing life cycle. So if you have not watched those videos, go back and then I've created a playlist of software testing. You can watch it and then come back here. And I also started a internship for the software testing career. And then if you are interested, you can come to that. You can go to mysys.com and then click on internship, and you'll get all the details. But if you wanted to do that as a software manual tester, or um, any other testing like security tester, or affiliation tester, or any other, or security tester, accessibility tester, or right, there are products available, and you can do the testing. And I have developed many sites, and you can also do software testing and then become familiar with the testing principles and methodologies. And also you can become a software tester reviewer. And I have a site with the software.com, which actually lists more than 70,000 softwares. And you can actually do one round of testing and then create a product review, and then share me that, and then I will actually submit in this site, okay, as a reviewer, and give a credits to you, so that you can claim in your resume, and then make that as a career to make yourself as a software tester or a manual tester. Okay, so that is about the background. So let us jump back to our main topic, that is uh, see, till last topic we have talked about software testing. Let us actually do that in the levels of testing, and then in this also we'll talk about testing maturity model, and then we will actually close this video. If we have a time available, then we will go to the next topics. So in this section we are going to understand the various levels of software testing, right? That's what. So testing levels are the procedures for finding the missing areas of avoiding overlapping and repetition between the development life cycles. We have already seen the various phases, such as requirement collection, designing, coding, uh, uh, coding, testing, deployment, and maintenance, right, in the software development life cycle. Okay, so what are the different levels of testing? Okay, we have four different levels of testing, which are actually described: unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and acceptance testing, right? Unit testing test the individual components, and then integration testing, we do the integrated component, we test the integrated components, that means between the two modules. And then system testing test the entire system. And then acceptance testing, this is done by the end users or customers, and they will actually test the final system for their acceptance to do the deployment. As we have seen in this above image, that all the these testing levels have a specific objective which specifies the value to the software development lifecycle. Okay, so if you want any individual training, I'm going to also start tutorials on this one, and then give more examples in my experience covering all these, right, testing. I can also give a one-to-one training or a group of test engineers. If you are interested, then send mail to me for a separate testing. Soon I'm going to launch tutorials on a courses like full stack development, for PHP, Python, web development for PHP, Python, as well as Golang and other technologies. Also, I'm going to give for manual testing and digital marketing and affiliation marketing. Okay, I'm going to start many training courses also. If you are interested, you can join. So let us come back. Level 1 unit testing. So is the level for software testing which is used to test if the software modules are satisfying the given requirements or not. Okay, this is actually done by basically the developers. It is a first level of testing, involves analyzing each unit or component, and usually developers will use code review tools also to actually do the unit testing to ensure that whatever the code they have developed are covered based on their unit testing. Is also we will also actually see that this code coverage is report is shared with customer, so that whatever we have developed is actually covered, and we have not written a code a block where which will never reach the particular code. Okay, so that will be covered in the unit testing. Okay, so the second level is the integration testing. The second level of software testing is the integration testing. The integration testing process comes after the unit testing. Okay, it mainly used to test data flow from one module to the other module, or component to the other or component to the other module. So in integration testing, a test engineer tests that units or separate components or modules of software in a group. For example, login. Okay, from web, whether you are able to send that user ID password, and then whether it is reaching the server, and then whether it is reaching actually the password in the encrypted mode or not. So all those things are, and then whether it is actually internally it is connecting to the database and then validating, and then if there is any two-step authentication, whether that particular integration is tested properly, and this is actually done here. And the third step, okay, that is a system testing. The third level of software testing is a system testing, which is used to test the software functionality and non-functional requirements, and it is a end-to-end testing where the testing environment is parallel to the production environment, and in the third level of software testing we will test the application as a whole system, right? This is where actually software testers, manual testers will play a crucial role in doing actually the testing, and then giving the test life cycle they participate, and then give the feedback to the developers, and then the test life cycle will actually be repeated. Okay, and the other the fourth level testing is last, and the fourth one is software testing. We already discussed in the earlier tutorial, but we are actually differentiating actually software testing and acceptance testing, which is actually evaluated whether specifications or the requirements are met as per the delivery. The software testing has passed through three testing levels: unit testing, integration testing, and system testing, right? So the expectation is there should not be any critical defects in the user acceptance testing. That is a priority A, or critical defects. If critical defects are identified, then our user acceptance testing will be escalated, and our product development maturity model also will be verified here. Okay, so we can say that that is the seizing of all the testing process that we have previously done. And once the acceptance testing is done, and again it will go into the if any prior critical defects are there, then it goes back to the developers, and then again this life cycle happens, and testing team verifies, and again it goes to the acceptance testing, and then finally that customer should say that the testing is concluded. Okay, so that is, we will discuss that more in later subjects, but that is the level of testing which is actually used. Okay, so fine. So we are actually going into the next topic, that is maturity model. I don't know why it has got it. Let us see whether we can actually get this. So test maturity model is a TMM. In this section, we are going to explore the following topics, as it is the standard model which is actually given for testing process, right? What is the testing model, 5 levels of testing maturity model, difference between TMM and CMM, and benefits of a testing maturity model. Okay, so CMM is the capability maturity model, which is assessed with the at the organization level, where they are how far they are actually. So level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, such type of models are there. And then each organization like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, or Accessibility, or Tech Mahindra, or Capgemini, these are all assessed. Okay, and this third party organization, they do the audit, verify, they see the processes, and they actually give the certification. Similarly, we have a testing maturity model. Okay, and then they give that TMMI foundation, and then they give that maturity model certification. The Illinois Institute of Technology initially developed this testing maturity model, but now is managed by TMMI Foundation. And we have that user testing maturity model to develop strategies and frameworks for increasing testing process. Presently, TMM is replaced with the testing maturity model integration, which is a 5-level models that provides the framework to measure the maturity of a testing process. Okay, so TMM or TMMI is one such process that has made. Okay, so what these organization TMMI will actually do, how organizations are creating the process, life cycle models, test the procedures, what are the input output based on their guidelines, and level 1, level 2, like that they will actually verify. If they pass one set of criteria, they will give level 1, and then they will give level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. Okay, so TMMI model is progressive discovery into the way into many IT organizations update and ease their testing process. So, why do we need a TMMI? So this is actually to say that it is a maturity of that organization where they have adapted best practices. Okay, so TMMI or test maturity model integration helps in assessment and enhancement of the testing process. Right, the implementation of this model improve the test process, software quality, and the efficiency of test engineering. So based on the industry standards and experiences, TMM has created a model. So this, if any organization follows and simulates, right, some of the best practices can be implemented, and then okay, they may actually not miss some of the procedures or checklists or models which are industry standard. Several software development such as CMMI provides limited considerations to testing. Hence, we need something like TMM process, which is mainly focused on testing. Okay. However, many efforts were made to expand the testing, but still zero defects are identified from reality for testing software engineering. So CMM is further attempt to achieve zero defects. It is the test process improvement model that can integrate with other process developments and be used as a standard model. So what are the levels of testing model? That is initialization, definition, integration, measurement and management, and optimization. There are 5 different levels: initialization, definition, integration, measurement, and optimization. Initialization is the first level of testing model. There are no defined testing process in the first level of TMM. Okay, you take up and then do the testing and then do the release. So the purpose behind initialization levels is to ensure that the process should be executed successfully and there are no obstructions. At this level, there will be uh, ex- exploratory or ad testing performed in the software, and there is no quality checks before delivering the product. It is very crude way or first level of in the maturity model. So level 2 is the definition. So that means security second level of test maturity model is the definition, which is all about defining the requirements. Okay, we can create the strategies. There is a test plan, the test cases in order to build the software according to the given requirements by the client. The, the critical purpose of the definition level is to ensure that the software product implements according to the requirements to develop testing, debugging goals, and then policies that are followed. Okay. So third level, if you are in a third level, you should be in the both level 1, level 2. The primary purpose of executing this level is to into testing maturity model is to ensure that the testing is integrated with the software life cycle and becomes part of it. For instance, as we know that we process model has both the development and testing phases, and which means that the testing comes after the development phases process is completed. The entire testing objectives are based on risk management as testing is implemented independently. Level 4, measurement and management. The fourth level of test measurement model is measured and management, where testing becomes part of all the activities in the software lifecycle. Okay, so here we all be managing and measuring, right? That means what is the defects, how many defects are there, how many, what is the analysis, all those things are done here. So the primary purpose of executing this into testing maturity model ensure that the establishment of test measurement is a program, test measurement program. So determine the quality measures. This level includes reviewing requirements gathering and design of the software. So if you are in a level 5, then that is the last and fifth level of the test maturity level is optimization. And the essential purpose of this level is to ensure to optimize the test process itself. In simple words, we can say that these processes are verified. Measures are taken to enhance the further process. So there is a continuous improvement. So you have done the testing and then you have released a product and you have created a process. So learning from it and then making that back to the system and then making a further improvement process. In this, quality control and bug inhibition are performed during the software lifecycle. At this optimization level, we mainly focus on defect prevention rather than defect detection, and then with the help of the different tools we can perform this testing, right? So this is a defect prevention tools are also needs to be adapted at the delivery requirements gathering phase and design phase as well as defect phase, so that the number of defects spill over to the next phase. Okay, so that also we actually need to verify. So that is the maturity levels. So what is the difference between CMM and TMM? CMM is used to consider maturity of an organization software process. Okay, TMM is the specifies is related to check the quality of the software testing model. It has a significantly control the software development procedures. So it has a corresponding framework along with the CMM. It is part of that CMM where testing phase actually if you implement TMM, it will actually cover overall CMM also. CMM mainly focus on software development practices. The complete focus of TMM framework are on the process which are applied to the software testing to enhance the quality and efficiency of the testing. So hope you have actually understood the difference. So advantages testing maturity model, defect prevention. As we all we know from the above explanation, team emphasizes defect prevention rather than bug detection by making the testing process as part of process of software development lifecycle. It also makes sure that the maximum defects are identified and mostly final product is a defect free. Organized, as we have already discussed, the 5 levels of TMM, we can actually conclude that each level is well defined as a particular purpose to achieve, which makes the testing maturity model a well organized model. Clear requirements. When the necessities of the requirements designs are reviewed, test plans, test cases are tested in the contradiction of the requirements of the primary test aim is more precise, then we can achieve more accurate testing. Assurance of quality. We can achieve a high quality of a product if we integrate testing with the all the phases of a software lifecycle, analyze the test procedures, and would enhance the outcome, which assumes a good quality product. Okay, so that is actually our topic today, and we have covered the introduction part of software testing. Those who have not uh, those who have not understood or wanted to go through, come back to this video and repeatedly watch the Java point tutorials and then understand the testing concepts. And if you wanted to work with me and gain the expertise, come and join me as an intern and verify this mysys.com internship, and then okay, and you can become part of the testing intern, build your career with my sites. And for that you can send mail to submit@mysys.com, or connect me in VMR in a LinkedIn, and then direct message me for a further discussion. If you like this video, uh, like, share, subscribe, and comment if any further topics to be covered in my discussion or more explanation is required. I can spend more time to explain if you want, if more explanation is required. And that's it. And this is the third series, and I'm going to cover more topics in further types of testing with a detailed model. In the next video, I'm going to cover SDLC models in detail. Okay, where software developers basically will be useful for how a software development model will work. So thank you for watching this video, and let us connect in the next video. Thank you all. Bye.